Okay, everybody, Joe here, and we are counting down the days before we start our awesome juice fast, juice cleanse, whatever you want to call it. I've invited you on board. I am going to start a juice cleanse, a juice fast for two reasons. One, to get myself healthy, and to rebuild myself sort of from the inside out, as far as how I feel, and some health issues I've been battling against. And the second, and of course the more important, in my opinion, more important reason for this fast is to take a season of going hard after God, pressing into God, setting a large piece of my time, my life, just devoted to communing and to deepening my fellowship and my relationship with God. So on my last couple videos, we discussed about what it is to juice and to fast for your health, and what it is not, and we discussed what it is to juice and to fast for your relationship with God. We're going to deal with both angles, both aspects of these at the same time throughout this fast and throughout the videos I'm making. Now, I also explained to you that I have not yet started my juice fast, but I am going to be shortly after the Thanksgiving holiday here in Canada, which is this weekend. So I'm just down to a couple days before I get right into it. But I had been preparing myself to and preparing my body to begin a fast, and we talked about what that was. Um, so I just want to take a little time to talk to you about how you can prepare your body to begin a juice fast. You don't want to jump right into it. It can be a bit of a shock, a bit of a start of something your body is not used to, especially if it's your flesh has a very strong voice, and it can get very ornery if it does not get what it wants when it wants. It's almost like a spoiled little child that demands the sugar and the coffee and the food and the carbs and the mashed potatoes and the gravy and all this stuff. So um, we want to kind of sort of slow yourself into it so you get used to the feeling a little bit. And a good way to start before you go right into a juice fast is to start eliminating some things that are going to have to go. But to eliminate them a little bit, things like sugars, to remove sugars, processed sugars out of your diet, for a time before you begin to juice. Flours, like breads, carbs, things like that, to eliminate that out. I would suggest taking a time, a week or so, or a couple weeks, and just begin to eat your meals, meals of vegetables, raw vegetables, lightly steamed vegetables if you can't quite get into eating nothing but raw fruits and vegetables. Start with some steamed vegetables. Forget the dairy products, okay? So sugar, wheat products, flour products, sort of processed grain products that way, and dairy. If you remove those things for the first, before your fast, it's going to make the adjustment a lot easier, and begin to make your meals out of raw foods, living foods, fruits, vegetables. Um, Begin to increase your intake of water. We want you drinking a lot of water. You're going to remove the pop. You're going to remove the coffee, the hot chocolate, things like that. Things that, I mean, when you look at them that they really aren't the best product for you. So what you want to do is begin to remove these things before you start your fast. It'll be a lot gentler. By the time you get right into your juicing, hopefully your caffeine and your dairy and your Coke, your Coke cravings, your soda cravings, those sort of things will be gone. So I would strongly suggest, and that's what I was doing, is removing these things and just going for an all living, all natural, raw foods, raw vegetables. Limit your snacking, because you are going to be removing food right from your diet, and living only on juice and that sort of thing. So the other thing to do to begin to prepare yourself is to just set yourself a goal of the 3 or the 4 times a day that you're going to be having small meals, and stick to that, because part of again, disciplining your body when you do a fast or do a juice is to learn that you're the boss of that body, and that you tell it when it can eat and when it cannot eat, and not when it whines and complains and carries on. So if you set yourself a time when you look at that clock and you say, I am not eating this meal until 3 p.m., and I don't care how much the hunger cranks and groans and complains, I am not doing it. And if you begin to speak to yourself in that way, you're going to do awesome when you move into a juice fast, because you're already getting used to being the boss and telling your body what's what and that sort of thing. So there will be now a PDF, a printout available for you at www.yourturnkey.net, and so you can be able to print off the notes and the hints and things like that that were not covered in this video. And there will also be an area where you can print your comments and that sort of thing as well. Next time we talk, we're going to just get right into the juicing, getting a little more comfortable discussing what's going on with me, and what all this is for me, and so again, I just invite you to subscribe, plug in, get involved, keep checking back. These posts are going to evolve and grow as I get a little more comfortable doing what I'm doing, and we're going to get information, really good information into your hands via the website, and the link will be below as well, so you can you can go back and use this information for yourself in the future as well. I'll talk to you shortly. For all my Canadian viewers, I do wish you an incredible Thanksgiving holiday. Just enjoy where you are, enjoy where you're at, give God the glory for it, and commit to become all that he said that you can be, and press into that, and go after him with every fiber in your being, and always with a spirit of thanksgiving, not just on this weekend but every day of our lives. Thanks, folks. We'll talk soon.